Picture this. It's a warm August evening in Seoul, the streets alive with the glow of neon signs, the hum of conversation, and the occasional street performer strumming under the city lights. You're weaving your way through the busy crowd when you see it, a massive LED screen at Gangnam Station. The crowd stops. People point. Phones go up in the air. And on that screen, one man's face, Kim Seokjin. But it's not just a random ad. It's a celebration, a victory, a record that has the entire K-pop world turning its head. For 76 consecutive weeks, Jin has been ranked #1 in the K-pop individual category on MI1 Pick. That's over 530 days without a single week of surrendering his crown. Every week since the 5th week of February last year, his name has remained unshakable at the very top. In the first week of August alone, he gathered a jaw-dropping 9,805,381 hearts from fans all around the world. And that's just the weekly story. Zoom out a little, and the numbers get even more unreal. 19 months, that's how long he's held the monthly #1 spot in the K-pop individual rankings. 15 months, his reign at the top of the K-pop solo category. And in the 2025 season chart K-pop Solo, which combines weekly, monthly, and quarterly votes, he's taken home the crown not once, but in both the first and second quarters of this year. This isn't just consistency, it's dominance written in gold letters. But why Gangnam Station? Why the billboard? Well, Jin recently topped a quirky but heartwarming poll titled, "I don't even envy the winner of Oche Ase. Which star gives you luck?" And with 36% of the votes, more than double some of his competition, he took first place. The reward? A giant ad celebrating him for 5 days straight in one of the busiest, most photographed locations in South Korea. The city doesn't just see his face, they feel his presence. And while his name is everywhere on charts and billboards, his voice has been echoing across the globe in a way fans will never forget. From June 28 to August 10th, Jin embarked on his first ever solo fan concert and world tour, the Run Sok Jin Tour. Starting in Goyang, Korea, then moving to Chiba and Osaka in Japan, he crossed oceans to light up stages in Anaheim, Dallas, Tampa, and Newark in the US, before flying to London, England, and Amsterdam, Netherlands. 9 cities, 18 concerts, 18 times sold out. Every single ticket gone before the doors even opened. At each stop, the atmosphere was electric. Fans crying as they saw him in person for the first time, entire arenas singing in unison to his songs. And critics? They couldn't stop praising him, not just for his visuals, but for his powerful, emotional, and precise vocals. Words like effortless, rich, and soul-stirring kept appearing in reviews from international media. And then there's his latest masterpiece, Echo, his second solo album. The title track, Don't Say You Love Me, has already crossed 300 million streams on Spotify in just 3 months. Think about that. That's millions of people pressing play over and over until his voice becomes part of their everyday lives. And through all of this, Jin's energy hasn't dimmed for a second. He's been called the star who gives luck, but looking at his achievements, maybe he's more than that. Maybe he's the star who is luck. For his fans, his success feels personal, like proof that their love and dedication have been worth every heartbeat, every vote, every sleepless night spent supporting him. From Gangnam's glowing billboards to the roaring stadiums of his world tour, from the quiet moments on Spotify to the deafening cheers of sold-out arenas, this is Jin's moment. Not just a chapter in his career, but a living, breathing legacy that the world gets to witness in real time. And the best part? It feels like he's only just getting started.